it's slightly different. They just have the final year at Brookes. It's been going on for a while.
Okay. But I hear the program is doing very well in Singapore.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is doing very well.
Okay.
What they have done actually, they now diversified a little bit into networking and computer gaming.
I see.
And it's proving to be very popular.
But we do quite a bit of networking here, isn't it? In our module.
I'm not sure really. I think it's information systems and computing really.
Oh, so what you mean is they have specific a specific degree only for networking and computer gaming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And these are newer programs that seem to be popular.
Okay.
This is one thing we found. It's happening in the UK as well.
Okay.
The more traditional programs are not as popular as the ones that are so-called flavor of the month.
Okay. I thought I had this chat with you because I will cover two things. The first is to just have some idea of what are some of the ways that we can do, or events, or I don't know, things that we should be writing about to push the program a little bit more.
Yeah.
And secondly, if what would you say? Because we have a website portal now which we are uploading video messages, or maybe to record something from you to the effect of what kids should be looking for in a computing degree or in information technology degree. But to cover the first part, I heard that Harlina did mention that this, Oxford Brookes was doing well in the Singaporean, and we are struggling a little bit here. Well, I represent the corporate communications.
Yes.
So I want to do what I can in terms of communicating.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you cover?
Okay. Well,
in terms of promotions and
well, to be honest, it's very difficult to pin it down because during the last 3 or 4 years we have seen a decline in applications to computing programs. But that is probably because at Brookes we had so many different computing programs, and in my view it was difficult for the students to decide which one they wanted. We have, the last couple of years, tried to streamline our offer in computing programs, and we have closed some, and we have made the choice much easier. But you don't have this problem because you have only 2 computing programs to offer. And this year we had an increase in applications, and we have had an increase in student numbers as well in computing.
In the UK?
At Brookes.
At Brookes, okay.
So, to be honest, I don't really know what to attribute that to.
The increase in Brookes, or why we're not selling here?
No, the increase in Brookes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still also concerned why it's not happening here, because computing is still an industry that requires a lot of people. What I was thinking, however, Eileen, is I was just talking to students upstairs, and most of them are overseas students.
International students.
Yes.
Yeah.
And perhaps this is one way forward for Nilay, is to actually, if you feel that Malaysian market is saturated, there are opportunities overseas. I've just been to Singapore, and they have also a lot of international students.
Okay.
A lot of them come from Vietnam. A lot of them come from Nigeria as well.
Okay. So we might want to look at
Say, looking at
those markets.
Yes, Africa seems to be like a very good emerging market. Just the fact also that Malaysia is a traditional Muslim country might be also playing to your advantage, where people would feel, parents would feel more confident of letting their children come. Yes. So I was just thinking that maybe you should investigate and try to be more aggressive overseas.
Okay.
Do you have any overseas agents?
We do. Actually, this weekend we're having an agents conference.
Right.
Technically, the marketing bits, Terence should be here to meet with you, but they're a little bit caught up with the agents conference. Yes. So I think they also recognize that a lot of the computing market comes from outside of Malaysia. Okay. In terms of the corporate communications part of things, do you have any input of what we could do, how we could probably?
Well, I was just looking at this particular newsletter, which I presume it comes.
Yeah, this is a quarterly publication.
This is a quarterly, and I actually was struggling to find out anything about computing here.
The themes that are covered in the newsletter, they sometimes change.
I'm sure, yes,
yeah,
they are.
We feature, sometimes we feature, like in the case of this one, it will be our nursing program because of the special ribbon project that we did. The Prime Minister, the
PMI2, yes.
PMI2 story came out in the issue before this.
Okay. Well, we're entering the second year of PMI because it's a 3-year program, but the funding is biggest in the first year, then slightly less in the second year, and it's less in the final year because it's considered that more work is required up front.
Okay.
So again, we have some visits of UK academics coming to Nilai, but also there will be 2 academics from this department going to the UK. So we might use that as an opportunity to highlight that and write a little bit about this.